Hi guys, Look here and welcome to another FIFA 21 video, and today guys I'm going to be taking a look at some potential players that could get themselves into the upcoming Team of the Group Stage promo, which I do expect to start next Friday, December 4th. In years gone by, EA have always gone with the first Friday in December to kickstart the Team of the Group Stage promo, which I do expect to last only for 1 week. I am aware that obviously nowadays EA do like to run 2-week promos, but because Footmas takes up so much of December, this is usually on like a 1-week promo or like a 10-day promo or something like that. It doesn't go on for 2 weeks, so I can't see that changing this year either. But the time that I'm doing this video, 4 of the 6 games in both the Champions League and UEFA Europa League have been completed. Now, by the time that EA come to do the promo themselves, 5 of the 6 games would have been completed, and usually after 5 of the 6 games, the majority of groups are usually decided. By that point, we know who's going to be going through, who's going out. It's just like who's going to be finishing first or second in the group and stuff like that. But even the time that I'm doing this video, some of the groups have already been decided. For example, Chelsea and Sevilla are both through in their group. Bayern Munich are through. I believe United are through. I think both Juventus and Barca are through. It's the same in the Europa League as well. I think a few teams are already through there. Arsenal are through, Leicester, Spurs as well. So I've been able to pick out quite a few players for this video. Now, I was looking back to last year and seeing how EA did this promo. They put 16 Champions League cards into packs for the group stage. They also gave us 2 Europa League cards, and they gave us 2 objectives, and I believe it was 4 SBCs. Now, we haven't got like that amount of cards in this video because only 4 of the 6 games have been played. So there's still a little bit of time to maybe for someone else to try and get in towards this Team of the Group Stage over the next game week if someone was to play like an insane match or whatever. But I've been able to get like a fairly good list of strong candidates that I could definitely see getting into this promo, maybe as an objective, maybe as available in packs, or even like in an SBC as well. So we'll start off with the first player. It's going to be Kingsley Coman and Diego Jota. I've just realised that I've left Jota as the Wolves badge. I know he plays for Liverpool right now. He's been insane for Liverpool so far this season. Now, the good thing about this as well is that EA have said for people who own want-to-watch cards, if they get into a Team of the Group Stage promo, you can look at this on the EA website as well, that they do list how want-to-watch cards can receive upgrades. If a want-to-watch card is put into a Team of the Group Stage or into a Team of the Tournaments promo, your want-to-watch version will get upgraded. So I do expect to see Jota finally get himself a want-to-watch upgrade. And of course, Coman and Jota don't have any special cards yet, so I've compared them with their gold cards here. Coman's been fantastic. Bayern are already guaranteed through. I could maybe even see a Lewandowski or a Goretzka or a Sane also potentially getting in there as well. But Coman's been superb. I think he scored maybe like 3 or 4 goals already in the group stage, which was obviously a very, very good return for him. He'd be a nice card to have. Again, with Jota, of course, had the hat-trick against Atalanta in that 5-0 away win. Also scored the opening goal in the game against Midtjylland as well. So he's been absolutely class, also really good in the Premier League at the same time as well. So 2 very solid left-hand sided cards. I know more left-hand sided players, but they have been absolutely superb. Moving into the next set, it's going to be Bruno Fernandes and Morata. Morata's been, again, just incredible for Juventus in the group stage so far. He scored the most goals. Cuadrado as well has also been very, very solid. Actually, Ronaldo and Dybala haven't actually been that amazing in terms of goal returns or assist returns so far in the group stage, but Morata's been the main man scoring the goals, so I think he deserves to get one there. I don't know, that this one might just be, because of his low rating, this one might just be available as like an SBC, or maybe not even like as an SBC, probably more as like an objective card. I have gone with the classic like inform upgrade system, so I don't know if maybe EA would go, because it's Team of the Group Stage, would they give them maybe a higher rating or like a higher upgrade than the Team of the Week cards? Let me guys know what you think. Maybe he might go to like an 85 or an 86. Bruno Fernandes, I am aware he does have an inform. Now, I've just compared him with the gold card, just to show the difference between the gold cards and what would be his highest new rated cards, but I have gone with the upgrade based on his 89 rated inform, and I've done that for all the players if they got special cards, just so you guys like know for the video. Hopefully I've made that clear. But Fernandes, again, being absolutely solid, scored 2 goals I believe in their midweek game against Backshire. I think could have had a hat-trick as well, but he actually gave the penalty to Marcus Rashford. But yeah, he's been superb for Manchester United. A 90 rated card would certainly go down very well with the Man United fans. The next one is going to be Ferran Torres of Manchester City. He scored quite a few goals for them in the group. City are already through. I believe they've already got, I think they won all 12 games, which is pretty good for them. They've already conceded 1 goal as well, well, which is also pretty insane. So Ferran Torres, again, that's another one to watch card. So that would be pretty nice. And he's been playing very well for City recently as well, been playing well for Spain at the same time. So yeah, he's been doing bits in the Champions League, though. It'd be very harsh for him to be left out, in my opinion. Again, I don't know if this would be one that would necessarily be put into packs. I reckon potentially that, yeah, there's actually a decent chance. But yeah, Ferran Torres, I think, has got a very good shot to be. And then also Ansu Fati, of course, maybe some of you guys did his Player of the Month card, but he's been really good for Barcelona in the Champions League. Scored quite a few goals, got quite a few assists as well. Barca already guaranteed to be through in their group. So, of course, there's a 76 rated base card. He has the 86 Player of the Month, and I've gone with the 1 rating increase. He might get a 2 rating increase potentially, but I've gone with the 1 rating increase for his team with the tournament card, which would be very expensive, no doubt, but at the same time, he'd be a really, really good card to have in your teams. Then we've got 2 strikers in Haaland and Immobile. Both these guys are actually playing in the same group. Both very likely to be able to go through. Lazio are actually unbeaten in their group, 2 wins and 2 draws. I believe Dortmund did actually lose their only game that they've lost so far to Lazio, but I believe they won the other 3 matches. Haaland's been absolutely class, has the 87 rated card currently in Team of the Week, but I think he's scored in like every single game. I think there might be one of the 4 games that he's failed to score in, but he's been absolutely quality for Dortmund. His goal return is just absolutely spectacular. He deserves to be in there 100%. He'd be a great card to have. And then one small Immobile, again, he's been the main player for Lazio so far in the group stage, scoring most of their goals. Lazio seem to be doing pretty well in the Champions League this year. I know in the Europa League last year they really struggled, but this year in the Champions League they seem to be doing actually pretty well and have a good chance of going through. So I've gone with both Haaland and Immobile there as 2 solid 88 rated cards. Moving along into another Manchester City player is going to be Edison. City have only conceded 1 goal so far in the Champions League. I understand that they're not in the most difficult group, but even so, he's still been able to keep a bunch of clean sheets, so therefore he deserves to get himself a team of the group stage card. He already has an inform, so he should go to a 90 rated. And then we go with Timo Werner. So for you guys that have one to watch Werner, very exciting for you guys. He scored quite a few goals. I know that most of them have been from the penalty spots, but he's still been putting them into the back of the net for Chelsea. And EA will still, look at that. They look at the fact that Chelsea have been very, very solid in their group so far. I think he scored the majority of Chelsea's goals from the Champions League this season. So I've gone with the 87 Timo Werner card there, which would be very expensive. The next one is going to be Ivan Rakitic. A bit of a dead card, this, in terms of that. I don't think his usability is going to be necessarily that good. I suppose it'd be an okay card, but he's not going to be like insane, is he? But Sevilla, again, just like Chelsea in the same group, they are through. In that group, he's actually scored quite a few goals and got like a few assists as well, I believe, at the same time. So he go up to an 84 rate. And then Marcus Rashford is the next one. Just like Bruno Fernandes has been very, very solid for Manchester United. Of course, United haven't been great in the Premier League this season, but in the Champions League, they've been almost a completely different team. I know that they obviously lost 1 game to Backshire, but against Leipzig, in the game against Backshire earlier on this week at home, and also against PSG, they've been very, very good. And Rashford has been a very much standout performer for them, so that's why I've gone with an 87 rated Rashford card there. The next one is going to be Lionel Messi. He's had quite a few goals for Barcelona as they've been very solid in their group. I believe they've won all 4 matches that they've played. He already has a 94 rated inform. So we've gone with obviously the 95 Champions League team of the group stage card there, which will obviously be very nice indeed. He got into the team of the group stage last year, and I think based on his performances and his goal return, I can see him very much getting another one this year. The next one will be Duvan Zapata, who's been, for the most part, very good for Atalanta. Was unlucky not to score against Liverpool as well. Not in the game from earlier on this week, but in the 5-0 win for Liverpool. He was Atalanta's best player, and he was very unlucky not to score. But he scored in other games. He's been good for Atalanta. They are third in the group at the moment, but I honestly think they might sneak in with Liverpool first and then Atalanta second. I think that's how it might go. But yeah, Zapata have gone with an 85 card there. And that ends the Champions League cards. We have a few Europa League cards. The first one will be Nicolas Pepe, who I believe has scored in every single game for Arsenal so far. They're already through in the group stage. He's been very solid for them. So he get a 2 rating increase there, which would be very nice. And then Iheanacho, I think this one will become available as like some sort of an objective card. He's been superb for Leicester City in the Europa League group. He's scored plenty more goals than Vardy. I think he's been playing the majority of games in the Europa League, and obviously Vardy's been playing the games in the Premier League. But yeah, it's fair play to Iheanacho. He's been absolutely fantastic. So definitely a nice increase there for him. And then moving into the final set, it is going to be Lucas Moura and Vogt of Hoffenheim. Lucas Moura would actually be a really good card because, of course, for my Brazilian team, he'd be absolutely superb. He's been very good for Spurs in the Europa League. Of course, he had that one defeat against Antwerp, but apart from that, they've won their 3 other games and they've been very solid in those. And I'm going with Vogt because Hoffenheim have been superb in their group stage. I think they've scored 13 goals and only conceded 1, and Vogt has played the majority of the games so far for Hoffenheim. So for his good defensive displays, I think he would deserve a team of the group stage card there. He wouldn't be, I mean, he'd be an alright card to use in game, but he wouldn't, like, I mean, there's probably already just better alternatives, isn't there, to already use. But anyway, guys, that does conclude the full list of the team of the group stage cards that I have been able to get for this video. There might be a few more players in the, in that other game week before we get the team of the group stage promo, or when I expect it to happen anyway. There might be like another 1 or 2 players that might be able to decide to sneak in there. And no doubt EA will probably include like a Mohamed Salah, a Kevin De Bruyne, who maybe don't necessarily deserve to be in there, but will just be put in there to sell packs, basically. So I would expect to see a few of those maybe still sneak in for that promo. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.